Hey y'all, this is Susan, and this week I have been working on the t-shirt quilt, and I want to tell you right now this is the first and only t-shirt quilt that I will ever make. I don't like doing it, okay, but this is the way I'm going. I'm trying to make every block a 12 and a half, or end up being a 12-inch finished block. So here's an example of one, and then we have this one, and I'm using the navy with the stars on it for the background block fabric because, well, she's kind of a star to me. Then we have this one, and so far I've got 11 done, and I would like to make it a 4x6 quilt, and then there'll be sashing and borders. But anyway, this one I think is adorable, but I ironed the stabilizer on it, and it was all smooth and everything, but then when I stitched it down here, I did that, embroidered it, and it kind of puckered, and when I sewed it to I pressed it out, and when I did, it messed up again. So I don't know if I'm going to leave that one like that and see if I can work with it in the quilting or what. We'll see. I may unstitch that one and put another stabilizer backing on it and go from there. Here's one that's got from 2 t-shirts. And this is the front and back of 1 t-shirt. And there's one. And as you can see, I put the backing fabric all cattywampus on, so you don't know where it's coming from. That's from a couple of shirts. And I realize I've got the ram sideways on there. Should be like this, but when I put it on sideways. But I'm going to leave it that way. I'm going to say that was a design decision. This is from 2 of her t-shirts. This one, this peach, was a little t-shirt that she had when she was tiny. And so I think it was like her first t-shirt. And so I'm using it. I've cut it into a couple of pieces, and I'm going to use it with a couple of other t-shirts. And here's one that's got the numbers from 2 t-shirts. This is one that was almost 12 and a half inches to begin with, but not quite. But it is now. That was the largest block I had. And here's another one. This is her favorite one, so I was able to get the number off the back plus the front. And that particular shirt was thin, and it was reversible. So the other side was the black with the red number, and I'm going to put that on here as well. And because that, like I said, that was her favorite t-shirt, and she's going to have both of them in there. So, and I think that's all of the ones that I have finished. But like I said, I think I'm going to have about, I'm not sure if it's going to be 4 rows across and 6 rows down, or if it's going to be 5 rows across and 6 rows down. I've got enough blocks here to work with to do it either way. I also may instead of putting this one on there, I may make a pillow to go on her bed, or maybe a couple of them. But if I do it 4 across and 6 down, and if I put sashing and a border or 2 on them, that will give me a twin. I think I can make a twin size quilt out of that. This is what I'm going to be using for the sashing. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a really pretty gold. It's like a burnished gold. And then this is teal, and then there's navy. So those will be, this will be the sashing and first border. This will be the second border, and that will be the third border and the binding, or possibly just the binding. The school that she's going to be going to, the college that she'll be going to, is UNC Wilmington, and their colors are gold and teal and navy. So, which is strange, but that's what their school colors are. And so I thought I would take her memory quilt with her t-shirts and so forth and wrap it up in her future. And that's the way I'm going to present it to her. And like I said, I've got a few more blocks that I can do. Some of these are really beautiful blocks. I like this one. It's pretty cool. But that's, this one. The pirates are, oh, that was lousy. Really bad accent, wasn't it? This is one of my favorites from her preschool, and that's all of the kids in her class. So I think this is going to, and her first softball team, which was called, if I can get a hold of it here, Little Brats, which I think is really appropriate for kids that age. So this is what I'm working on, and I'm hoping that I can get all of these blocks put together. The ones that don't go into the quilt may be used on the back of the quilt. A couple of them may end up being pillows, and the rest will be sorted around on the back of the quilt. So that's it for today. I don't have anything else to show you. I didn't brush my hair before I got on here anyway. I get distracted easily. This coming week I want to work on those and get them done. I may take a break from that and work on do another Harry Potter block or two just for fun. And let's see, Sunday I went to Theater Alliance and I gave Jamie the Rainbow Cascade quilt to be used in their raffle. When they start posting the raffle, I'll probably post it on Facebook. I've had a couple of friends who have said they want to bid on it. So, or buy raffle tickets, or however he's going to do that. So that's that. And for the rest of this week, I'll be sewing. I will be babysitting Garrick on Friday. Pat and Vanessa have an appointment to go talk to a real estate broker. They've been pre-approved for a loan for a mortgage loan, but they need to go talk to them and find out what their next steps are and excuse me, how much they've been pre-approved for, and then start thinking about where they want to move. Their lease on their apartment is up in June, and the rent is going to go way up, and they have found out that the mortgage payment's going to be not much more, if any, maybe even less than what they're paying on their apartment. So, I'm going to be babysitting Mr. Garrett while they're doing that, and that'll be fun. That'll be my first time babysitting him without the parents. And that's it, folks, and I will talk to you guys next Tuesday, and looking forward to watching your videos. See you later. Bye-bye.